hello, I didn't see you come in. How are you? Hey, so we're here, we're doing our second movie. It's called, Man of the House. It's starring Chevy Chase and Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And, it's a pretty good movie. It was not bad. Yeah, it was pretty good. Enjoyable. I enjoyed it. And it's an homage to Fellini. In the sense that we give it 8.5 out of 12 stars. Should we save the rating until the end? Probably. Okay. Hey, alright, so just Men in Black. Yeah. Memory eraser. Yeah. Alright, well we can fix that post. Alright. Okay. Hey guys. Hey. Today we're going to be talking about a movie we saw just last night. It's called Man of the House, and it's starring Chevy Chase and Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And it's also got Norm from Cheers. Yeah. Norm. Yeah. And so the movie, this was a solid movie. Jonathan Taylor Thomas plays a kid. He plays himself, and his dad, Tim the Toolman Taylor, has left his mom, Farrah Fawcett, for some reason. God knows why. Oh no, it looks great. He left Farrah Fawcett so he could go start a new family with the secretary in Jungle to Jungle. That's in that movie. Yeah. Jungle to Jungle is then the sequel. Well, it's the sequel. Yeah. So anyway, as a result, Jonathan Taylor Thomas doesn't like. He's very protective of his mother, and he's very afraid. He's scared of being hurt again. Yeah, he doesn't want to be hurt again. He's very wary of men who gave his mother. And so you can understand why he gets so upset when his mom reveals that she has decided to get married to Chevy Chase. Now, granted, if my mom said she wanted to get married to Chevy Chase. It needs to be an entire conversation. You know, we need to have a talk, Mom. Yeah. You need to get your priorities straight. But he's a fictional character in this movie. He seems like pretty decent. Nothing like the real Chevy Chase. He seems like a pretty decent guy. He's a lawyer. He's just prosecuted a high-level mobster. Yes. Whose family seems very upset with him about, which will come to fruition later in the movie. And in turn drives a lot of the drama, as if there isn't enough drama with Chevy. Right, there's enough emotional drama with this blended family situation. Yeah. Then you get the whole the mafia drama. So it's yeah. Well, let's start at the beginning. So right from the get-go, this movie is asking us to suspend our disbelief, because it's existing in a universe where Farrah Fawcett is marrying Chevy Chase. Really? Yeah. So really, but lots of hair. Which, speaking of which, I did appreciate this movie answered the age-old question of why does Jonathan Taylor Thomas have such nice hair? Exactly. Turns out Farrah Fawcett is his mom. Yeah. That's why he's such great. His hair is so good. It's always good. And when he has a little headband, even when he has a headband on. In the movie, to get Jonathan Taylor Thomas signs himself and Chevy Chase up for a scout troop that's called the Indian Guides. And it seems like Jonathan Taylor Thomas is presented as very socially conscious. Like, they live in Seattle, very progressive. Yeah, they recycle. They don't eat meat. They don't eat meat, and so I feel like he would probably there's a lot of cultural appropriation going on. Yeah. And but setting all that aside, he signs him up to this group so he can drive Chevy Chase away, and he knows that Chevy Chase will hate it, which he kind of does. But it makes for lots of very funny scenes, such as with their first meeting when Norm says "Hey, how are ya?" Yeah, and to which Chevy Chase replies, "Fine, thanks. How are you?" I mean, it's classic. Norm responds with his classic Norm demeanor, saying, "Oh no, it's just a saying we have." I thought that was one of the funniest parts of the movie.
I really like that part.
I like that part.
I thought that was a good part.
Yeah.
I also liked there was a physical comedian in this movie as well. One of the fathers of the kids in the Indian Guys group. He was set up as a circus performer in the movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic Chaplin-esque humor.
Mm-hmm.
Very just fantastic.
Throughout the entire thing, he never talks the entire movie, and he's just constantly performing slapstick humor. There's a scene with Chevy Chase in this, and I don't know the guy's name, but they're setting up the teepee, and it seemed like it was 20 minutes of just them hitting each other in the face with teeth like
fantastic frat balls. Love it.
But that was rivaled only by Jonathan Taylor Thomas wearing a headband, and his hair was perfect.
Yeah, I would nominate his hair for Academy Award.
Yeah.
For best hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's a thing. I don't know
I mean, there's really no point in even having the award other than just to give it to Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That's probably
so
right.
Good.
It's so good.
It's so nice.
It's good.
Wow.
So, I mean, since this is a classic 90s movie, of course there is the stereotypical Italian-American gangsters trying to kill one of the protagonists. I mean, it always somehow slips its way into all these movies.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
In this
That's
case,
actually really,
because,
it's almost as commonplace as, like, dads having to choose between
their career and their family. Yeah. They have to choose between their career, their family, or getting waxed by So in this case, the mob is after him for reasons that are really not made clear. I mean, he I guess prosecuted a case for one of their associates. But the mob is after Chevy Chase. They have a big Indian Guys camping trip. The mob follows them into the woods. And that's where the action really starts.
Yeah. I just want to take a minute and say that I felt that it seemed like the second act. So obviously, Jonathan Taylor Thomas signs up for it, and at first he thinks it's dumb, and they both kind of think it's dumb. But then he starts to get into it, and he starts having fun, and he lets his guard down a little bit, which classic fashion. But I thought that all went very fast. Like it was essentially like they spend more time with the slapstick humor at the campsite than they did with the whole the second act.
But I can understand why he would get into Indie Guys, because they seem like a good group. I mean,
Norm's hilarious.
Norm's great.
Great
single father.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait, he was a single father?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But his son was his stepson.
Don't contradict me.
He married his stepson. They're the power couple.
Alright, well, moving on.
Rivaled only by Fraser and Niles Grant. Also, cheers. And so I thought they really could have played more with Norm's character. Like, why didn't maybe Chevy Chase calls into Fraser's show. Maybe they go out to
maybe
Cheers like bar.
Maybe since Norm is obviously he's living in Seattle now, why does he not visit Fraser?
Yeah, why doesn't he visit? Wait,
too good to hang out with Norm?
Too good for Fraser?
Too good, yeah. No, is Fraser too good to hang out with Norm?
I'd say Norm thinks he's pretty hot stuff. Maybe if he didn't spend so much time with the Indian guys, he could go visit Fraser. I'm sure Fraser would have him over anytime for a glass of sherry.
Big ass glass of sherry.
Too good for Fraser, impossible. Anyways, the mobsters are chasing Chevy Chase. The mobsters when they make Chase, they make Chevy Chase.
The Chevy Chase of the movie is the mobsters.
Let's cut to the Chevy Chase.
Let's cut to the Chevy Chase. The mobsters are pursuing Mr. Chase.
They literally want to kill Chevy Chase in front of his child, or his soon-to-be stepchild. And so
and as Norm has so eloquently put it, I mean, having stepjobs. It's one of the challenges of being an emotionally constipated American male.
Yeah.
So this is not easy for Chevy, Norm, for any
Jonathan
of the kids,
Thomas.
whatever the kids' names are.
Fine for Farrah Fawcett. She's having a nice time.
She looks fantastic.
She looks.
Her hair looks curly, beautiful. She looks great.
I don't even and it ends by them shooting them with bows and arrows.
Yeah, and I found that a little odd.
Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why. All of the gangsters, they seem like they were pretty heavily armed.
No, just one. Only one of them had a sniper rifle.
Only one. So they were easily outnumbered by 8 kids with six kids with 4 kids. No, 4.
Four kids.
Yeah, there were only 4 kids.
But there were the 4 parents also.
And they also had.
And they were gonna kill Chevy Chase by blowing him up in a
mine shaft.
Yeah.
It just seems unimaginative to me.
Yeah.
And even Jonathan Taylor Thomas pointed out that was unimaginative. That sounds like something out of a Dudley Do-Right cartoon.
Yeah. Also, Dudley Do-Right.
Awesome.
Classic.
Dudley Do-Right. But yeah.
Yeah. We're not trying to say anything bad about Dudley Do-Right.
No.
But it's just, it's not bad.
I don't really remember how the movie ended.
Yeah.
It was a little brown out. It was kind of a brown out. But I guess it turned out okay. It's a Disney movie, so I guess the kids were fine. Right. And I don't know, like Chevy Chase lived to fight another day.
The movie was good. It was kind of predictable. It wasn't. Jonathan Taylor Thomas was great. Chevy Chase was funny. He was fine. They were a good team. They had nice chemistry. But it wasn't. It was no Jingle All the Way.
It was no Jingle All the Way. So
they didn't blow up.
They didn't blow up.
I guess they were gonna blow them up with dynamite, but they expected them to die. They didn't. It wasn't gonna be.
It wasn't gonna be like a pratfall.
Yeah.
It was just gonna be like a hilarious slapstick thing. It was like, oh, my face is covered in ash, so I just got blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also there's no. Jonathan Taylor Thomas has really nice hair, but it doesn't make up for Sinbad.
Yeah.
There's no Sinbad, and that's already.
Yeah, and that's my number one. That's my number one issue with this film. 0 Sinbad whatsoever, which is unforgivable. Are you kidding? Like, Sinbad exists, and you're not gonna put him in your movie.
I mean, those are the facts. Those are the facts of the movie.
Yeah.
And
so you're gonna have a hard time coming up with, we set the bar really high with Jingle All the Way.
We did
12 Jingle Stars. What is it? 12 Jingle Bells. Right?
Yeah, 12
out
of 12 Jingle Bells.
12 out of 12 Jingle Bells.
Perfect score.
We can give this movie. Okay, so
since
any movie without Sinbad, you automatically take off 2 Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
Our Schwarzenegger, you can still have a good movie that aren't.
Yeah.
But without Sinbad, you automatically take off 2 Jingle Bells.
And it was enjoyable. Like I liked it, but it wasn't.
Oh yeah, it was good. I was entertained.
I was entertained. It was a good movie if you're already kind of drunk.
Granted. Yeah.
You're probably going to enjoy it. And so I think we gave this movie it was a
3.5.
It was a solid
double it.
8.5.
8.5.
Because, and that's in reference, the film is an homage to
The
Fellini.
entire film is an homage to Federico Fellini.
You have to read between the lines sometimes, but if you
look hard enough,
it's all there.
It is definitely an homage to Fellini.
So Jingle All the Way gets the man.
8.5.
Man of the House.
Man of the House gets 8.5
8.5
out of 12 stars.
Solid movie.
Solid movie. Yeah. And all kidding aside, I would recommend it. It's pretty good.
It's not
If
bad.
you have kids, they're gonna love it. If you don't have kids,
you're
still gonna love it.
if you're kind of drunk, you'll enjoy it. Yeah. That's why we give that's why we give Man of the House 30 out of 30 Keystone Ices.
This also, I forgot to mention our perfect sponsor, Keystone Ice. It comes in packs of 30. So you don't have to worry about running out of beer if you watch a couple of movies, Like
it's always smooth.
Yeah, it's always smooth. And there's 30 of them in the case. So like even if you watch like 2 or 3 movies, you'll have plenty of beer.
Yeah. You're not gonna have to pause it.
Yeah, you're not gonna have to pause it and like go down to the corner store, get some Keystone, so you're good. Yeah.